So again, I don't know what to vlog about, so I'm just going to speak as the exact same situation. The last time I created excuses, what happened just now is that a pop-up came up saying that the audio isn't recording. Sometimes it does record when this pops up, and sometimes it doesn't when this pops up, so I've started to disregard it. And last time what happened was that I created the excuse of, oh, so I cannot make this vlog then, and within that I decided to sleep. So excuses. When I make an excuse, I usually have a ulterior motive. Like just for instance, there was, or before, when I decided to sleep, was that so I didn't need to take responsibility. And yeah, I mean, I could have easily done a vlog by just pushing through that point and continuing. But I created that excuse because I did not want to take responsibility. I didn't want to move myself. Anyways. So I created an excuse. I used that as an excuse. I found an excuse to not do it. And then I allowed myself to sleep to not take responsibility. So if you find an excuse, you've always been looking for it. Yeah, and excuses and responsibility go hand in hand. I make excuses to not take responsibility, but in most or all situations that I've encountered where I've made an excuse, I've always looked past an alternative motive. For an alternative way to get whatever I want done, to take responsibility for whatever I am doing. So, for instance, I could do what I'm doing right now. It's just speaking past that point. I could have simply made that excuse again of, oh, I have to start over, or, oh, I'm just going to procrastinate. But I know that sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't now, then I'm just going to have to do this over, which is going to be interesting, because usually in points like that I get frustrated. I've already spoken about it, so I don't want to speak about it further because I feel like it's not going to be as effective. So when I have found an excuse, it's to excuse myself from taking responsibility. That's why we say excuse me when we burp or fart. It's to not take responsibility for it. It's to excuse it. Because we don't want to take responsibility for us being vile, or an idea of vile, or disgusting, or any ridiculous thing like that. So we say, excuse me. And then you say, oh yes, you're excused. So we allow people to not take responsibility. Well, again, like I said, I'm not allowing myself to excuse myself any further. Because, yeah, it's gotten to a point where it's become dangerous. Well, it's always been dangerous, it's just that the situation has never been there to create danger. And it was today. So now I realize the consequences of my actions. That's all I have to say.